Hi guys! Today's class focus is hip mobility and flexibility. At the same time, we are going to be working on strengthening the body and bringing more stability into the body. So we are going to start on our backs today. So place the hands under the knees and then lower the back body on the mat, placing the feet as wide as the edges of the mat, allowing the knees to drop towards each other. And place one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest, or the hands on the hip bones or the arms extended to the side. And just take a moment to center yourself on the mat. Start connecting to the breath. Inhale. And exhale. Give yourself a few moments to arrive fully, knowing that it's more of a process than just one moment. So you keep coming back to yourself. Take a deep breath in through the nose, feeling the belly expanding. Out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let go. Inhale to the bottom of the lungs. And exhale through the mouth, side out. And then come back to the natural nasal breathing. Knees on top of the heels. And extend the arms to the side. Drop the knees to the right. And then to the left. So we are working with internal and external rotation. Knees to the right. And to the left, and one more time to the right, and to the left. And then come back through, come back through center. Pull the knees to the chest. Grab the lateral side of the feet. And then make your way into your happy baby pose. Keep the tailbone grounded on the mat, the soles of the feet pointing up. Maybe you can open the knees a bit more. And now imagine that you can push the hands to the ceiling with the feet, but you are creating resistance with the hands. So pressing the feet into the hands, hands into the feet, and release. Guiding the knees even closer to the floor. And again, adding resistance, pressing the feet into the hands and the hands into the feet. And then release. One more time, press and release. Maybe rock gently side to side, keeping the knees open. Massaging the lower back. Take one inhalation here. And exhale, release the legs, pull the knees together. Pull the heels towards the glutes and then rock up, making your way into a seated position. Place the feet so they are as wide as the edges of the mat. One more time with the toes pointing outward. We are going to repeat the same movement that we just did on our backs. So drop the knees to the right. See if you can do that without the use of the hands, and drop the knees to the left. To the right. To the left. To the right. And to the left. And then come back through center. Extend the legs to the side. It doesn't have to be the deepest expression of this shape. We are going to get there a bit later. Place the hands in front of you, just the fingertips touching the mat, and then scoop the abs, tuck the tailbone under, point your toes. Let's lift the left leg from the mat and then lower. Lift the left leg and lower. So you are pressing the thigh bone into a hip socket, engaging the top of the thigh. 2 more. Lift and lower, and sliding the lower ribs to the hip bones. Lift and lower. And let's go to the other side. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Find long spine and place the hands next to the ears. Elbows are pointing outward. Keep the chest open. Slide the shoulder blades towards each other. And then as you inhale, start lowering the belly to the space in between the thighs. And then exhale, lift. So you are not rounding the back body. You're keeping the spine long. Hinge from the hips. Lower the belly to the space in between the thighs and lift. And again, lower and lift. One more time, lower and lift. I will turn around so I can face you, but stay exactly as you are on your mat. This time, flex the feet and then release the hands in front of you. If you need, you can sit on top of the blocks. Maybe you have a blanket or a pillow. External rotation from the hips. So you are engaging the top of the thighs. The knees, the toes are pointing up. You can even manually pull your glutes from under to the back. And then maybe this is enough. Maybe you already feel the stretch in the back of the legs, in your inner thighs. You may stay here or inhale, extend the arms above the head. And then as you exhale, lower the hands on the floor in front of you. Maybe drop the forearms on the mat, hinging from the hips. Keep pointing the toes up. Maybe you can go even lower, lowering the belly towards the mat. And just hold here. Hold this position. Staying with your breath, pressing the heels away from you, toes towards the body. Breathing in. Breathing out. On your next inhalation, start lifting the upper body. One more time, point your toes. Place the right hand next to the right hip. Fingers are pointing away from you. And then drop the lateral side of the right foot inside of the left foot to the mat. Lift the hips, extend the left arm above the head. And then exhale, lower the hips to the mat. Hinge from the hips. And slide the left hand next to the left hip. Drop the inside of the right foot outside of the left foot to the mat. Lift the hips from the mat. And lower. Stay low with the belly, with the chest, right hand next to the right hip. Inhale, lift the hips, squeeze the glutes, open the chest. Exhale, lower the hips to the mat. Stay low with the belly, left hand next to the left hip, and then lift the hips from the mat. One more time on each side. Low with the chest, with the belly, right hand next to the right hip, and then open the chest, lift the chest, and exhale, lower, belly towards the mat, left hand next to the left hip, and then inhale, lift, and lower. You're still facing the front of the mat. I will stay here so again you can see better what I'm doing. Place the hands next to the hip bones, bend the knees, and drop the feet on the edges of the mat with the toes pointing outwards. Lift the hips. You are in your malasana. Palms of the hands together in front of the chest, elbows on the insides of the knees. Tailbone is pointing down, the crown of the head is reaching up. And now engage the glutes to lift the knees from your elbows and then release. Squeeze the glutes to push the knees even more outward and release. Keep the chest open. Lift the knees from the elbows and release. Two more. Lift and lower. One more time, lift and release. And now press the elbows into the knees, opening the chest and elongating the spine a bit more. You can close the eyes here, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale and exhale. And now open the eyes if you have closed them, release the elbows, and then tap the right knee to the space in front of you, open the right knee, tap the left knee to the space in front of you, internally rotating the hip and open. Right knee in, tap, and open, left knee in, and open. One more on each side. Tap the right knee to the space in front of you and open. Tap the left knee and then open. Inhale here and exhale. Lower the hands to the space in front of you. Start lifting the hips, extending the legs, walking the feet so they are as wide as the hip bones. Standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, slide the hands on the shins if needed, and exhale, lower the belly towards the thighs. On your next inhalation, make your way into a standing position, arms above the head. And then exhale, hinge from the hips, lower the hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, plank. One inhalation here, shifting the chest a bit more forward, scoop the abs, bend the elbows, lower the chest in between the hands, inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale, drop the knees, send the hips on top of the heels, making your way into a sit on the shins. Inhale, open the chest, arch the back. Exhale, run the back body, chin to the chest. Inhale, open the chest, arch the back, lift the tailbone. Exhale, create space in between the shoulder blades, tucking the tailbone under. Inhale, open the chest, slide the shoulder blades to the spine. Exhale. One more time, inhale, widen through the collarbones, and exhale, round. On your next inhalation, find long spine. Lift the hips slightly to tuck the toes under. On your next in-breath, extend the arms above the head. Exhale, bend the elbows, left elbow on top of the right one, and then intertwine the arms. Maybe you can connect the palms of the hands. If that's not possible, just press the top of the hands towards each other. Pull the elbows forward and up, creating separation in between the shoulder blades, eagle arms. Inhale, find even more length through the spine. And exhale. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. And stay here for one more in-breath. As you exhale, release. Inhale, arms above the head. As you exhale, right elbow on top of the left one. And then one more time, intertwine the arms. Maybe palms of the hands together, maybe the top of the hands together. With the next inhalation, pull the elbows forward and up. Inhale. And exhale. Make each breath mindful. Maybe you can lift the elbows a bit more. Exhale, release the arms. Shift the weight slightly, shift the upper back slightly to the back and lift the knees from the mat. You are in a toe stance. Lower the hands to the mat as you extend the legs, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Keep the neck long but open the chest, flat back. And exhale, hands come back on the mat. Walk the hands forward. Plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Extend the elbows, squeeze the glutes. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stay with the breath. Maybe you can press the hands to the mat a bit more to lift the hips slightly, pulling them to the back. Create space in between the shoulders and the ears so the elbow creases are pointing towards each other as you externally rotate the shoulder joints. Maybe you can guide the belly a bit closer to the thighs. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, look to the front of the mat. Step or hop in between the hands. Halfway lift and exhale, lower the belly towards the thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. If you have blocks and your hamstrings are tight, you can use them here under the hands. Shift the weight on the left foot. Lift the right foot from the mat, standing split. Maybe you can place the left hand on the left wrist, guiding the belly towards the left thigh. The right toes are reaching up. Breathe in here, micro bend in the left knee. Breathe out. One more inhalation. As you exhale, pull the right knee to the chest. Run the back body, create space in between the belly and the thighs. Inhale, step the right foot to the back. Feet are as wide as the hip bones. Flex the left toes. Flex the left foot. Push the right hip forward, left to the back. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, belly comes closer to the left thigh. Inhale. And exhale. Lower the left toes to the mat. Extend the arms to the back of the mat with the fingers pointing to the back. You can lift the palms of the hands if that feels better. We are going to shift the weight on the left foot, pulling the right knee to the chest, next to the left knee. Hold here. Squeeze the right heel to the glute. Inhale. And then as you exhale, one more time, step the right toes to the back. Drop the right knee to the mat and sit on your right heel, flexing the left foot. Inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, lower the right hand next to the right hip, maybe on top of the block, and then guide the left arm to the back as you lift the hips. Press the hips forward, elongating the left side of the body. The right knee still bent. Then lower the right knee to the mat, the right hip on top of the right heel. Arms above the head. And exhale, lower the left hand next to the left side of the body, right hand on the left ear. Find length down the left side of the neck. We are still stretching the bottom of the right foot. Inhale. The left toes are pointing down, reaching for the mat. Exhale. Release the right hand. Inhale, extend the arms above the head once again. And exhale, lower the hands to the mat. Bend the left knee. Walk the left hand to the left corner of the mat. Lift the right leg from the mat. Half moon. Extend the right arm above the head. Stack the hips on top of each other. If you need, place the block under the left hand. Keep opening the chest to the right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Micro bend in the left knee. If you want to challenge your balance, look at the right fingers. One more inhalation. And then as you exhale, circle the right hand under the right shoulder. Pull the right knee to the chest, rounding the back body. Lower the right foot next to the left foot. Bend the knees. Utkatasana, hands in front of the chest. Inhale. Lift the chest slightly, shift the weight on the heels. Exhale. Inhale, extend the legs, pull the right knee to the chest, arms above the head. Cross the right thigh over the left thigh. Release the arms, right elbow over the left one. Eagle pose. Pull the elbows forward and up. Maybe you can wrap the right foot around the left calf. Maybe you can wrap the left hand around the right arm, right hand. Keep the spine long. Keep pulling the elbows forward and up. Maybe you can sink a bit deeper, bending the left knee more. Then release the legs. Pull the right knee to the chest. Step the right foot to the back. Keep the eagle arms for one more inhalation. And exhale, lower the hands to the mat, frame the left foot. Sweep the left leg to the back, one-legged downward facing dog. Bend the left knee, pull the left heel to the glute, open the hips without opening the shoulders. Circle the left knee, big circular movement. For 1, 2, and 3. Pull the left knee to the chest. Shift the shoulders on top of the wrists. Wrap the left leg around the right thigh, bend the right knee, eagle legs in a side plank. Lift the right hand from the mat, opening the chest to the right. Breathe in. And then breathe it out. Lower the right hand to the mat. Pull the left knee to the chest. Step the left foot to the back. Lift the hips into downward facing dog. Inhale, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look to the front of the mat. Step or hop in between the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, lower the belly towards the thighs. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. You can place the hands on the blocks. Shift the weight on the right foot. Lift the left foot from the mat for a standing split. Squeeze the left glute. You can place the right hand on the right ankle, pulling the belly towards the right thigh. Finding length through the left leg, just hold here. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhalation here. Exhale. Step the left foot to the back. Lower the right hand to the mat, your pyramid pose. Feet as wide as the hip bones. Flex the right foot. You can lower the left heel to the mat, squaring the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, belly towards the right thigh. Inhale. And exhale. Step the hands to the back with the fingers pointing to the back. Maybe you prefer to come on the fingertips and lower the right toes to the mat. We are shifting the weight on the right foot. Pull the left knee to the chest, pull the left heel to the glute. Hold here. Inhale. And exhale, step the left toes to the back. Lower the left knee, the hips on top of the left hip. Left toes are tucked under. Inhale, arms above the head. And exhale, lower the left hand next to the left hip. Reach the right arm to the back as you lift the left knee from the mat. Press the hip bones up. Hold here. Inhale. And exhale. Drop the left knee to the mat. Come back through center. Inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, lower the left hand on the right ear. Right hand next to the right hip. Right fingers reaching for the mat. Gently guide the left ear to the left shoulder, elongating the right side of the neck. Breathe in. And breathe out. Shoulders away from the ears. One more inhalation. And exhale, release. Inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, bend the right knee. Lower the hands to the mat. Walk the right hand to the right top corner of the mat. Shift the weight on the right foot and lift the left foot for a half moon. Left fingers are reaching up. Press the left heel to the back. Stack the left hip bone on top of the right one. Find the length through the spine. The crown of the head is reaching forward. Light touch of the right hand to the mat or the block. Maybe you can open the chest to the left a bit more. The right toes should be pointing forward, not inward. Open the hip, inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand to the mat. Pull the left knee to the chest, rounding the back body. And then step the left foot next to the right foot. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. Send the hips, sit bones to the back, hands in front of the chest. Lift the chest slightly, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, extend the legs, shift the weight on the right foot, arms above the head, pull the left knee to the chest. Cross the left thigh over the right thigh, wrapping the left foot around the right calf and left elbow on top of the right one. Find your eagle pose. Pull the elbows forward and up. Bend the knees a bit more. Spine is long, chest is open. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. And exhale. And then release. Pull the left knee to the chest. Keep the eagle arms. Step the left foot to the back. Hip bones are pointing forward. With the exhalation, lower the hands to the mat. Sweep the right foot to the back, one-legged downward facing dog. Bend the right knee. Pull the right knee to the chest, rounding the back body. And wrap the right leg around the left one. Eagle legs, lift the left hand from the mat. Open the chest to the left. Inhale. And exhale, lower the left hand to the mat. Pull the right knee to the chest. Step the right foot to the back. Lift the hips into your downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Ripple forward, shoulders on top of the wrists. Shift the chest a bit more forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Drop the knees to the mat. Cross the ankles under the glutes and sit on the floor. Again, I will face you so you can see better what I'm doing here. Pull the left heel to the right glute. And then cross the right knee on top of the left knee. Now, if this is a big stretch for you, if you are not able to stack the knees on top of each other, that's okay. What you can do is again sit on top of the blocks. So we are trying to get to the point where the right knee is on top of the left knee, but if you have space in between, you can also place the block there. If this position is quite easy, both of the sit bones are on the mat, not on top of the heels. If this is easy, you can walk the feet a bit more forward. Either stay here or with the next exhalation, lower the belly towards your thighs. And let's hold here. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, start lifting the upper body. Let's turn to the left. Lift the hips. Start turning to the back of the mat. Keep walking the hands to the left. And then lower the hips on the mat so you end up with the left knee crossed on top of the right knee on the other side. If this was too confusing, then just switch legs. So again, if you need a support of the block, go ahead. If you want to move the feet a bit more forward for deeper stretch, do that. Inhale, and with the exhalation, you may lower the belly towards the thighs. Focus on the sensations of the breath. Breathe naturally in and out. On your next inhalation, lift the upper body. Hands next to the hips. And one more time, extend the legs to the side. For the next exercise, if you have blocks, we are going to use the blocks. If you don't have the blocks, you are going to repeat the same exercise that we did at the beginning of the practice with the hands next to the ears, lowering the belly towards the thighs and lifting. If you have the blocks, place them above the knees, under the thighs. If this is too difficult, you will move the blocks even closer to the groin. Palms of the hands together, and then we are going to try to lift the feet and the hips from the mat. So engage the quads to lift the heels from the mat, and then see if you can lift the hips and lower. And again, lift and lower. If you're not working with the blocks, lift the chest and lower. If you are with me, lift and lower. One more time, lift, hold for 3. If you are lowering the chest, stay low with the chest. If you are with me, keep lifting the hips, 2 and 1, and then release. You can release the blocks to the side. Place the hands under the knees and walk the feet so they are a bit wider than the edges of the mat. Inhale here, and then exhale, lower the forearms to the mat. Now walk the feet a bit closer towards each other so the soles of the feet are pointing towards each other. And then place the palms of the hands together. Elbows are pressing into the heels, and just hold here. So it's a bit like a frog pose with the knees pointing out. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, lift and pull the knees together as you walk the feet closer to the center of the mat. Place the hands under the knees. Inhale, long spine, and exhale, scoop the abs. Make your way on your back. Pull the knees to the chest. Extend the arms to the side, and a few options for a twist if you want. You can just drop the knees to one side, then to the other side. If you're with me, wrap the right thigh around the left thigh and then lower the knees to the right. This will give you a bit of a deeper stretch. Then turn the face to the left. You can place the right hand on top of the legs. Keep guiding the left shoulder blade to the mat. Inhale. And exhale. And then release. Come back through center. Extend the legs. Wrap the left leg around the right one if you have done it on the other side. Maybe wrap the left foot around the right calf. And then lower the knees to the left. I think I messed up the setup of the legs, but it's okay. I guess we'll explore that variation. You can turn the face to the right. And keep the right shoulder blade grounded on the mat. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, come back through center. Release the legs, pull the knees to the chest. And exhale, extend the legs, make your way into Shavasana. As always, you may extend the arms to the sides or place one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest, maybe hands on the hip bones. And come back to the breath. Natural breath. The body expanding and then dropping gently to the mat. Inhale and exhale. Come back to the breath and come back to the body. We are going to finish today's practice with breath work. If you want to do it on your back, you can stay here. If you want to transition into a seat, you may start bringing gentle movements into the body, maybe roll the wrists, Maybe move the toes, the ankles. You can stretch on the mat or you can pull the knees to the chest. Make your way into a fetal position or immediately rock up, finding a seated position on the mat. And if you are still on your back for a breath work, stay there. For today's practice, we are going to inhale for the count of 4. Hold the breath at the top, 7. Exhale for the count of 8. You can exhale through the pursed lips or through the nose. So let go of all of the air. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. Come back to the natural breath. If you are still on the back, take your time and transition out of Shavasana in your own pace, in your own time. If you feel ready to finish the practice with me, then you may place the palms of the hands together in front of the chest and thank yourself for this movement, this mindful breathing. Thank you. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I really appreciate you being here. If you have any questions or anything you would like to share, leave a comment below. And I will see you hopefully in the next one.